Hi, my name is Jock, and I had steroids for my drug. What are steroids? Steroids are synthetic drugs that can be used illegally or medically and are split into two main groups that include corticosteroids and anabolic steroids. Corticosteroids are synthetic made drugs that closely resembles cortisol, which is a hormone your body naturally produces. The reason for use of this type of steroid is to reduce inflammation and suppress the immune system, and it's helpful when you're treating things like asthma and hay fever. Then you have anabolic steroids, which is a synthetic drug that resembles testosterone and can be used to grow your muscles. This type of steroid is often illegally abused by athletes and weightlifters to improve their physical performance. Names and formula. Steroids' chemical name is nandrolone, which has a chemical formula of C18H26O2, and steroid slang names include roids, juice, Arnold's, and Gym Candy. Schedule classification. All steroids have been classified as a Schedule 3 controlled substance due to their low potential for abuse and for the fact that they are currently accepted for medical use. More info on steroids. We first saw steroids abused in the 1954 Olympics by Russian weightlifters. Steroids only extended to the general population in the 80s when young men started abusing it to improve their appearance. Steroids come in many different forms, including pills, liquid injections, and creams/gels, which is applied to your skin. How steroids are made. Synthetic steroids are made in illegal labs and are constructed with natural androgens like testosterone as well as synthetic androgens that are similarly structured like testosterone. Steroids have been made illegally because of how potent they need them to be compared to pharmaceutical steroids. Um, How are steroids detected in your body? Steroids can be detected through urine tests, blood tests, and in your saliva through oral swabs. Many weightlifters and bodybuilders try to get past the urine tests by stopping their use of the steroids ahead of their competition. However, steroids can stay in your system for weeks. Some short-term effects of steroids is that there are no serious short-term effects with steroids. However, some people say the drug makes them feel stronger and more powerful. And also using high doses of anabolic steroids can lead to uncomfortable side effects like extreme irritability and aggression, impaired judgment, increased appetite, mood changes, and trouble sleeping. Now on the long-term effects of steroids. So unlike the short-term effects, with long-term effects of steroids, it's much more serious. Damage to the body from long-term steroid use includes malfunctions in the liver, kidneys, or heart, and liver diseases, paranoia, and roid rage, which is uncontrollable outbursts of psychotic aggression. And even though steroids give you no high, you can still develop dependency on steroids, which can cause withdrawals. In males, some long-term effects is damage to the testicles, decreased sperm count, and larger breasts. And some long-term effects on females is damage to ovaries, growth of facial hair, and decreased breast size. How are steroids analyzed and identified? The most preferred way of testing steroids is through a gas chromatography coupled with mass spectrometry, which is also known as GCMS. Some statistics on steroids is that rehab for steroids can be priced very differently due to the substance not being that addictive. You can pay anywhere from $1,000 for a detox rehab or up to $10,000 for a 1 to 2 month full rehab. Oftentimes, rehab is not needed to get off of steroids and can effectively be done by the user who just needs to wait until their body goes back to its normal production of testosterone naturally, which can take a short or long period of time depending on the dosage used and how long it was used. And some laws around steroids is that buying or selling anabolic steroids is illegal without a valid prescription. And if you're caught with illegally bought steroids, you can be facing up to a maximum 1 year sentence in prison and a minimum fine of $1,000 if it is your first offense. And then, if you are caught trafficking anabolic steroids, the maximum you can be sentenced to is 5 years in prison and a fine up to $250,000 if it is your first offense. And this is my bibliography. Thank you.